Fans of Raising Dion rejoice! Season 2 is nearly here and is set to hit Netflix in February 2022. The wait is almost over. We are extremely excited. There's no doubt that Season 1 left us hanging. What's next for Dion and his mother? What is Dion and his powers actually capable of? In this video, we'll take a look into what fans want to know about Season 2. Firstly, let's look at a recap of Season 1. The crooked man, Pat, tracks down Dion at the end of Season 1 of Raising Dion. Nicole understands that the enemy can only see powered humans thanks to Esperanza's assistance, allowing her to assist Dion in defeating the dark energy. Mark reappears for a little while, offering love and support as well as some advice on how energy might manifest in various forms. The crooked man enters Braden Mills' body in the last minutes of Season 1 of Raising Dion. As a result, the main fight in Raising Dion Season 2 will certainly revolve around two second-generation superhero kids, a war of good versus evil. The first season of Raising Dion, based on a comic and short film by Dennis Liu, premiered on Netflix in 2019. Overall, the show was a successful addition in Netflix's original content lineup, with the first season receiving an 83% rating from critics on Rotten Tomatoes. With that review, the show's audience score is significantly lower at 71%, only 3 months after its premiere. Raising Dion was renewed for a second season. Next, Season 2 release date. Raising Dion was one of the unexpected hits of late 2019, and according to the ratings, it was also one of the year's largest debut shows. Raising Dion Season 2 has been in development for a long time and was one of the shows majorly disrupted in 2020 with a near instant renewal. Season 2 of Raising Dion, on the other hand, has been announced for release on Netflix on February 1st, 2022. Up next, what to expect in Season 2. Firstly, there will be 8 one-hour-long episodes of Raising Dion Season 2. Hopefully that'll keep fans satisfied until we get a third season, maybe. Aside from the cliffhanger finale that reveals who Dion's antagonist would be in Season 2, our kid superhero still has to figure out how to bring his father home for good. The young man still has a lot to learn about his abilities, and if he wants to become a superhero, he'll have to overcome a lot of obstacles. It'll be interesting to witness both the character and the actor develop into a young man if the story of Raising Dion can last at least 4 seasons. Next, let's look at the cast. Dennis Liu will also return as director for Season 2, with episodes 3 and 4 set to be directed by him. Various casting calls for extras for the show were held in early February 2021. On February 25th, Richard Violette announced that he had completed his episodes for Season 2 of the show. Tevin Wakefield will be played by Rome Flynn, who previously appeared in How to Get Away with Murder. Aubriana Davis, who starred in the film Genius, Aretha, will play Janelle Carr. Simone Carr will be played by Tracy Bonner, who previously appeared in Netflix's Sweet Magnolias. David Marsh will be played by Josh Ventura, who previously appeared in P-Valley. Will we get a closer look into Dion's powers? Season 1 established Dion's abilities and hinted at what they were and how he acquired them. We discovered that his emotions controlled them and that he possessed a variety of abilities, including telekinesis, lightning-based abilities, teleportation, and others. We've never seen someone quite like Dion, who appears to be on his way to being an extremely powerful hero with a diverse set of abilities. We hope that in the second season, the show delves more into Dion and his abilities, including the scope of his abilities and his true might. Will Nicole find love? It's difficult to be a widow, especially when you're a young widow with a 7-year-old son who has superpowers. Nicole is more than capable of raising Dion on her own during the first season, despite her loneliness and anxiety about Dion's abilities. Safe to say that having someone by her side, someone who was not a secretly dominating monster at least, would have made her life a little easier. Nicole has been swooning over 2 men that are perfect for both her and Dion during the first season. The first is Rashad, a longtime friend of Nicole's and a dancer with the company where she works. She was smitten by the tall and attractive Rashad, dancing in her kitchen with joy and exhilaration long after sharing an intimate dance with him. Despite the fact that we did not see much of him, he appears to care deeply about Nicole and to be a patient and understanding person. Will Mark return? After attempting to save his friend, Mark, Dion's father and Nicole's husband, died at the hand of Pat at the end of the season. Mark appeared a lot in the first season of Raising Dion, despite the fact that he was meant to be dead. Mark's ghost was able to escape and temporarily watch over his kid almost every time the crooked man arrived in a storm form of his own design. Although it is unclear whether he truly died or how he manifested as a ghost-like figure, he is seen at the season's end, with his final words being "Energy never dies." Is this a hint that he'll be back in season 2? Only time will tell. Although Michael B. Jordan is an executive producer and has been confirmed to return in that role for season 2, however, little is known about his character's role in season 2. Is Pat truly dead? Pat is presumed deceased at the end of season 1. The kid's improvised lightning rod worked, destroying the Crooked Man's essence and presumably Pat as well. But what if he managed to survive? Stranger things have happened on this show, and it'll be interesting to watch how the events of the finale affect his character in the future. Was Pat truly bad, or was he simply possessed by a demon? The answer is found in the Crooked Man himself. While it's evident that this creature enjoys manipulating its host in some way, it's also clear that it's drawn to darkness. Therefore, Pat's evil streak may have been present all along. What will happen next with Biona Labs? Suzanne Wu and her Biona Labs team were one of the season's biggest surprises. After keeping watch of Dion and having them traced for the first half of the season, fans had their suspicions about Wu and her company, suspecting she was up to no good. She was virtually confirmed as the villain when she pulled Dion into the lab until she revealed she merely wanted to assist and agreed to let Dion go if she could get Nicole's cooperation. She eventually admits that she merely wanted to learn about Dion's skills so that she could help with the rotting forest and that his abilities could be very useful. She even assisted Dion in taking down Pat once he revealed himself to be the Crooked Man. Every superhero, Dion reminded his mother, needs to keep his identity safe and needs a super suit to do so. We got a look at his first super suit, which he put together himself at the age of 7. Now that he has Biona Labs on his side, perhaps we will see a true super suit in the second season that'll aid Dion and give him the superhero look we all want to see at some time. Up next, Unlikely Friends. Season 1 introduced us to Esperanza, a sweet and sarcastic character, and Jonathan, a confused character who learns to befriend Dion after harassing him for the first half of the season. The gang of unexpected heroes took against Pat and his power in the season finale, standing by Dion's side no matter how perilous it was for them. We're hoping to see more of the growing trio in season 2, as well as more hilarious exchanges between them. Are there other children like Dion? Now that it's been proven that these exceptional powers can be handed down through the generations, it's nearly guaranteed that more superpowered children will emerge in the future. After devouring all of the adults, the Crooked Man will turn his attention to the youngsters, which could be the secret to overcoming Brayden. After a superhero's origin story has been recounted, the next logical step is for him to form a team with other heroes who share his characteristics. Dion's family and friends were crucial in the fight against Pat, but if he wants to stop Brayden in season 2, he'll need some superpowered allies his own age. Where is Charlotte? Charlotte Tuck, played by Deidre Lovejoy, forged a profound bond with Dion near the end of season 1, preferring to defend him at great risk to her own life. Unfortunately, as the Crooked Man absorbed her essence into the storm, she paid the ultimate price for her decision. But once Pat was vanquished, Mark reappeared briefly. So why did Charlotte not emerge as well? They both died in the same way, and Dion's mentor stated earlier that she does not have any more loved ones to look for. Season 2 perhaps will address this plot hole, or at the absolute least, give Charlotte and Dion one last chance to connect. The show's first season ended with a lot of unanswered issues and a lot of anticipation for the second season, which will include more information on Dion and his enigmatic abilities. There will hopefully be more character development and new relationships forming, especially as the new cast are brought onto the show. Bring on February 2022. We are super ecstatic to see what happens next in Raising Dion.